guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So in today's reading, we're going to be giving you some guidance for your career for the rest of 2020. I have 4 readings for you guys to choose from today, so I'm going to show you all of the crystals one by one, and then please pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. So number 1 is Blue Cat's Eye. Number 2 is Rutile Quartz. Number 3 is Red Striped Jasper. And number 4 is Opalite. Okay, so as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number ones, so if you chose the Blue Cat's Eye, this is going to be your reading. So as you can see, I already have 3 oracle cards out here. I want to take a look at these first, and then we'll look at some tarot cards after. But your card in the center here, which is going to be the theme of your reading, is ask. So I'm going to read this to you. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. When I saw this card for you guys, it made me think that a lot of you who chose reading number 1 may have a hard time asking people for what you want or asking people to help you. And I know this can be really difficult because this is something that I've struggled with myself. You know, you don't want to feel like you are imposing on anyone. You don't want to feel like you're bothering them or annoying them. And also there's that fear of rejection that comes into it. So it can be very, very hard to ask for what we want. And the more we care about it, the harder it is. And so I'm sure if you guys are watching this reading, there is a particular goal or a dream that you have regarding your career that you really care about and you want to see that come true. But when it comes to asking others to, you know, help you or to show you the way, or even asking others for that job, I think you guys have a little bit of trouble. And this oracle card in the middle is giving you the guidance to speak up more. I think if you were just to ask, you would be surprised at the positive response. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of people who want to help you or can help you, and you haven't even realized it yet. So of course you're all going to be watching for different goals, but whether this is a matter of, you know, asking for the position you want, asking for the raise you want, asking for career advice, you know, asking your friend or acquaintance to put in a good word for you at a certain job, asking to be introduced to a connection, whatever this is for you, ask, ask, ask. And now some of you may be thinking, well, I already have asked and nothing happened. Well, I already asked and they said no. Ask again. Sometimes, and I've seen this myself, sometimes you need to ask people a few times before things actually come through because people are busy and they forget. Or sometimes you ask and it's just not the right time, but if you ask them a bit later, now they can help you, or now they have more information. So if you asked once and it didn't go the way you planned, please don't take that as a sign that this isn't meant for you or that you're not meant to do this. Try asking again later, or ask somebody else. You know, if you need to bug someone a little bit, like, hey, I'm just following up on that thing I asked you about, that wouldn't be a bad idea because, like I said, I think a lot of us are just busy, and like, I think the people in your life really do want to help you. So please don't be discouraged and keep being vocal, keep putting yourself out there. Of course, this is also referring to your angels and your divine team who want to help you. So if you guys have been, you know, asking your angels for help to manifest this career goal, that's amazing. But we have to mix the spiritual aspect with the practical aspect of it. And I think that's where this oracle card comes into play. Your dreams need a practical plan. You know, it could be a situation where you have been asking your angels for help in your career and they put this person in your life who can help you. So that's, you know, their end of the manifestation. But if you don't take action and interact with that person and ask the questions you need to be asking and show interest and enthusiasm in this career goal, then it's sort of like you're not holding up your end of the manifestation. Does that make sense? Like, your divine team can only do so much for you. You also need to take the action to ground it in the physical world. You need that practical plan of, okay, I know my angels have heard me, the universe is on my side. Now what am I going to do to make this goal come true? And another thing is, you know, if you might be worried about imposing on people if you ask repeatedly for this thing, but I think actually it will show them that you really care about this. You're really enthusiastic about it. If you think about Taurus energy, Taurus is persistent, Taurus is perseverant, they don't give up, they keep ramming that bullhead. And I think that's actually going to come across in a favorable way for you. Like, oh wow, they really do want this position, or they're really serious about making it in this field. Okay, I'm going to help them out. I think, yeah, people really, really do want to help you, and maybe you just don't notice that. And yeah, it might put you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but yeah, go for it. That's the message I'm getting for you guys. And we also have nothing is yet set in stone. So this can be going back to, you know, your manifestation isn't necessarily grounded in reality yet. It's a matter of you taking action. But then also going back to some of you who may have already experienced rejection, or may have already tried putting yourself out there and didn't get the answer back that you wanted, and you're taking that as a no, like, no, you're not going to get it, no, this wasn't for you. This card is telling you, now hold on a second, it hasn't been decided yet, it's not a no yet. Maybe it just wasn't the right time, or like I said, maybe you just need to keep pushing. Don't accept defeat yet. You definitely did not get a no. You just need to ask the right people, and maybe you have to be a little bit smooth about it, but definitely accept help from others, or seek out help from others at this time. Yes, so let's look at some tarot cards for you now. There's life experience. This is similar to the Tower. There's the King of Fire, which is similar to the King of Wands. And there's the Four of Fire, which is similar to the Four of Wands. So this is a really, really nice card to come out, the Four of Fire. As you can see, oh, actually you cannot see. Let me hold this up for you. It says contentment, peace, and abundance. We love that. A happy home life and the successful completion of a project. So this career goal that you have, first of all, it is meant to come to completion. You are meant to receive financial abundance from it. It's going to make you very happy. And this card is telling me that this is a part of your destiny, or this career that you're seeking, this career that you're going after. It is your calling, it is your purpose, it's something you're very good at. This card, to me, it always has an element of destiny, and dragons remind me of like protecting treasure. So this wish that you have is really, really special. And I'm hearing, like, you know, if you really care about this, you're really passionate about this goal, there's some people who never find that, or they struggle for a really long time to find that. So I know maybe you guys are discouraged because you're like, I'm passionate about this thing, I want to make this into my career, but I don't know how, or it's not working, and that's getting you down. But your angels are asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Like, just even the fact that you have this thing to be so passionate about is so beautiful, and you can still get it. It's not over yet. That's the message I keep getting for you guys. It's not over yet. You haven't gotten a no. Nothing has gone wrong. But just to be more grateful that you even have something that ignites your heart like that. Because like I said, some people never find that. Or they have to search for a really, really long time before they can find it. And so it's really beautiful to have this dream and to have this love. Now I do see you embodying the energy of the King of Fire. It says motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. And the message on it says focus, 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 communicate. So you know you got to do some asking around. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. You guys may be dealing with a creative thing, or you're looking to enter a higher position in your career, or even to be self-employed, because the kings in tarot do often make me think of that. Of course, nobody is above the king telling them what to do, so it's kind of like being your own boss or being in a very high position. you guys have a lot of potential, and I do see you embodying this energy where it's funny. Look, there's like the dragon on this card telling you like, this is your destiny, protect it. And you're like, okay, now you're smartening up and you're riding the dragon. Now you're riding it. You're taking control of your destiny. Yes, the King of Fire, he is in control of his life. He is a leader. He is very passionately and confidently and fearlessly pursuing what he wants. So this is the energy that you're going to end up in. This is for the rest of the year, and I'm noticing, I just thought of this now, like the full moon in Taurus, I believe is happening around November. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's November of this year, so that could be a significant time for you guys. But anyway, you also have this life experience card, which is like the Tower. So I'm thinking that you may know the Tower represents sort of unexpected events that bring a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear, but it's the universe taking away things you don't need anymore to make room for your destined path. And I'm kind of feeling like if you're not going to, step up and become this King of Fire, like if you're too afraid to put yourself out there and pursue this, the universe is going to be like, okay. And they're just going to demolish like your current situation, demolish the environment that you're too scared of, like giving you the nudge into it. I don't want to say forcing you, but really giving you a strong push so that you sort of get your stuff together and go into this, put a little pressure on you to get into this energy. So for example, I could tell a personal story. So I've been thinking for a while about like moving to a nicer place, and there's this area that I've always wanted to live in. I really, really wanted to live there, but I was kind of like dragging my feet and thinking like, oh, well, maybe I don't have enough money yet, or maybe it's too much of a hassle to move. And I was kind of making all these excuses. Well, then all of a sudden I get this email, I shit you not, that my landlords are going to raise my rent by $700. I'm not even like, how is that real? There's no rent control in Tokyo, that's why. But are you kidding me? So the universe was like, oh, you're not gonna make that move? Well, it would be a shame if we went and did that, so they're kind of gonna give you a push like that, where you're like, okay, I guess I'm going for it now. I hear you, like this kind of thing. So, but it's gonna turn out wonderfully. You can see it's gonna put you on your destined path. It's gonna get you embodying your innate leadership energy. It's gonna get you really, really focused, more, more outgoing and more communicative about your vision, and you're going to reach your destiny. You're going to reach that position that you've always longed for. And this is so beautiful. And I'm looking at the phrase like a happy home life on this card. I think this is something that, when you're doing your purpose and when you're doing what you love, like it goes without saying, but it really makes you happier and more content, and you sort of become back to your normal self. Maybe some of you have been feeling kind of, irritable or fatigued or just not yourself lately because you're not satisfied with what you're doing. And of course, your career, like working, takes up a very big chunk of your day. And if you're having to, repress yourself for that long, it does make you not you, and it puts you in a bad mood. So this is not only going to make you really happy and fulfilled in the career sense, but it's going to improve your overall mood. It's going to improve your relationships. You're going to feel a lot more energy in life. You'll be able to get work done in a shorter time and still feel, happy and productive and energetic than what you were doing before. Like it may have taken you way longer to do the same thing, and then you just feel so tired and gross. So it's just like a whole energetic upgrade. You just need to, get pushed out of your comfort zone and go for it. And if you know anybody who can help you, ask them. And if you already did, ask them again. They're being really adamant about that. Okay, so Yeah, I think I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And if you like my pick a card videos, please feel free to join my Patreon. I just started one and I do exclusive pick a card videos as well as exclusive live streams. So the link is in the description for that. And yeah, please take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi number twos, so if you chose the rutile quartz, this is going to be your reading. So as you can see, I already have 3 oracle cards laid out here. We're going to look at these first and then I will take out the tarot cards afterwards. But I just wanted to focus on these for now, especially this one in the center. Sorry about the glare. This is going to be sort of the theme of your reading. So this card is listen, and I'm going to read it for you. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state, without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So the guidance for you guys, number 2, is sort of a spiritual nature actually. You are being called to relax, take it easy, listen to the guidance from your angels, and be more kind to yourself, be more gentle with yourself. The energy that I picked up from this pile in these cards is one of a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and most specifically feeling like you can't control anything in your life, feeling like the situation is out of control and you don't know what to do, and sort of like this spiraling, like you've thought about what to do and going in circles and you can't find the solution. The more you think about it, the more nervous you get. It's like this kind of energy, and your angels are saying like, shh, it's okay, we've taken care of it. And I know maybe a lot of us are feeling this way when it comes to work, especially if your work has been affected with the current situation. There's a lot of uncertainty for a lot of people right now. But your angels want to tell you that everything is all figured out. Even if you can't see the way things are going to play out and the way things are going to fall into place, they so badly want to reassure you that it will. And you don't need to carry that burden of finding the solution. They will find it for you. They will bring it to you for you. And I think it's paining them a little bit, like to see you so burdened and so stressed about the situation. And if you can just quiet your mind, if you can put down those stresses for just a moment, find a quiet and relaxing place, they will come through to you. They will let you know that everything is okay. That's what they're really trying to tell you. Don't worry, don't stress. We're going to take care of this for you. I think that this card goes really well with that. It's time to release negativity. And especially with this one, you know, this Virgo energy, going with you are good enough. Virgo energy is all about like routines, structure, staying in order, staying organized. So you guys might be the type of people who, like, at the first sign of disorder or unpredictability, it does get you quite nervous. But I also thought that this negativity could be extending to, you know, negative talk about yourself. You guys may be, you know, saying things to yourselves like, you know, you need to get your shit together, or you're too lazy, you're so unorganized, or feeling like you're not doing a good enough job in your work, like you're not performing well enough, and especially that you're not being of good enough service to people, like you're disappointing people or letting them down, because the Virgo energy loves to be needed, loves to be counted on, loves to help others and solve their problems. So if you guys feel like you're not doing a good enough job of that for the people you're working with or the people you're serving, you could be being a little bit harsh on yourselves with that right now. And so that's another reassuring message that is coming through, like everything is okay, you're doing a great job. you know, given the difficult circumstances you may be in, you are doing the best you can and everything is going to be okay. I really, really want to send this pile a lot of calming and reassuring energy and just a lot of love. I think this is going a little bit farther than career into, you know, your general mental and emotional state, and there might be a need for healing and a lot of relaxation, because I do feel some anxiety coming on with this one. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards now. There is the Seven of Fire, which is similar to the Seven of Wands. There's the Four of Earth, which is similar to Four of Pentacles. And there's the Five of Fire, which is similar to Five of Wands. Okay, yes, so both of these cards, the Seven of Fire and the Five of Fire, these are cards of conflict and difficulties. So yes, you are going through a difficult situation, and these cards do want to acknowledge that for you. You know, when we give you these messages of like, you know, relax, it's all going to be okay, calm your mind, we're not trying to, you know, belittle what you're going through or invalidate what you're going through. In fact, these cards are acknowledging, like, yes, you're going through something tough, and yes, we understand that it's difficult, but nothing is worth like putting yourself through that mental torture or like beating yourself up over what's going on. It's not worth it. And I feel like you guys are putting too much of the burden on yourself, or putting too much on the blame on yourself for things that may be going wrong or just going in an unexpected way in your career. Maybe you guys are wishing like you would have been making more progress than you have. You would have been in a different position than you are now. You would be making more money than you are now, and you're really getting down on yourselves about it. But your angels are telling you, you did everything that you could do. There's nothing that could have happened differently, and it's time to release like any negative feelings, like, you know, regrets, or what's the opposite of pride? Is it shame? Shame that you may be feeling about your current position. And this Four of Earth card, this is like a hold on card. I know you can't really see in the imagery of this deck, but it generally depicts someone standing with their 2 feet firmly planted on the pentacles, and they're also clutching on really tightly to another pentacle. So, you know, staying put, staying stable, not giving up. This is saying like, hold on, don't give up. And this message could be different depending on what your career situation is. For those of you who are in the job that you want to be in, but it's just not going well, this card is telling you like, don't give up. It's going to get better. You're going to get the hang of it, and the situation will improve. So please, like, hold on. Remember that this is what you were meant to do. This is what you're good at, and things will get better. That's another message too with this Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands. These are battles and conflicts that are worth fighting for. Like, it's worth the fight. It's a noble fight. So you are going to come out from this stronger. Just hang in there. Now, for those of you who are not in the job that you want and you are fighting to pursue something different, same message for you. Hold on, you will get out of the current situation and into the one that you want to be in. So basically, whatever your goal is, just keep holding on to that vision. Any inner voices that you have that are telling you you're not good enough for this, or you don't deserve this, or everything's spiraling out of control, please don't listen to those voices. They are not accurate. It's your ego not trying to scare you, but I guess the ego does operate off of fear a lot of the time. It's just that inner voice, like muddling up your mind with fear and preventing you from hearing the gentle and reassuring messages of your angels. So I know, like, saying like, oh, just relax, don't worry. It's so easy for me to say that, but if there's anything you can do to calm your mind, anything you can practice to feel more in control, maybe revisiting some concepts of manifestation and where to focus your intentions, you know, just how to feel more centered and more in control of your life. Maybe it would be good to practice things like that at this time, just to sort of ease your stress. And another message with the Four of Earth, as actually, I'll hold it up here. As you can see, it says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. So again, for those of you who chose this group, it will be mixed. Some of you may be too cautious, especially if you're feeling like things are unpredictable right now, things are uncertain, and you're thinking like everything's gonna go wrong. You may be really, really, really holding on tightly to your money right now. Because you are sort of in a mentality of lack, and so your angels are telling you there's no need for that. However, and I think this is going to be the smaller group of you guys, I think most of you are being too cautious. If you are the type to make large purchases when you're stressed, like it's, what is it called? Retail therapy? Yeah. If you are one of those people, then this would be telling you to maybe hold back on that right now and try to deal with your stress at the root rather than these behaviors to cope with it. But everything should be calming down soon. You are going to reach your goal, and I want to stress to you guys that you are not behind schedule and you are not lacking, because I think you guys may be really feeling that way, like, you know, for the amount of effort that you've put in, for the amount of time that you've invested, even like for the age that you are, or for, you know, where other people who started at the same time as you are, you may think that you should be more, you should be better, you should be doing more, and that is not the case. You're perfectly where you need to be. You are talented, you are smart, you are capable, and you are helpful to others. You are making a difference. So please never feel like worthless, or like you're not doing enough, you're not making a difference for people. And like I said, I do feel like this could extend out of career. This could be something that you guys should mend in all areas of your life. Like, for example, maybe you feel like this way in your relationships too. Like you feel unwanted, or like you're not doing enough for the people in your life. You feel like you're messing up the relationship. I think this sort of negative self-talk could be sort of a universal thing in your life, if that's the right word for it. And I just keep feeling like this rush of like warm, loving, reassuring, calming energy for you guys. Please take it easy if you can, and please take care of yourself. That's like the last message I want to give for you guys. And everything's gonna be okay. You don't need to take on like more right now. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And if you like these pick a card readings, please feel free to check out my Patreon, where I'm posting exclusive pick a card videos as well as live streams every month. And please take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi number threes, so if you chose the red striped jasper, this is going to be your reading. So as you can see, I have 3 oracle cards already laid out here. I'm going to take some tarot cards as well after this, but I just wanted to focus on these 3 first, especially this one in the center, which is going to be like the theme of this reading, and this is the Law of Attraction card, so I'm going to read this one out for you. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Yay! So you guys got the card about manifestation, the law of attraction. So This could be a confirmation message to some of you guys. If you guys have been using any manifestation techniques to go in the direction that you want to with regards to your career, manifesting your dream job, manifesting money, manifesting success, if you've been doing anything like that, this card is a confirmation to you that it is working. And if you guys aren't doing this yet, then this is guidance for you to get on that. Make a conscious effort of actively manifesting the career goals that you want. I'm feeling really strongly that you guys should be journaling, or you guys should be, making lists, writing out specifically what it is that you want to manifest. If you're already doing that, that's amazing. Keep doing it because it is working. But for example, rather than just, putting out into the universe, I want money, write down specifically, like I want X amount of dollars, or I want to make this much in a year, I want to make this much in a month. And you can even break it down and get even more specific, like where do you want that money to come from? Or how do you want to get it? Like you want to get it effortlessly, you want to get it with ease, and what do you want to purchase with that money? That's actually one that I've heard before, like guidance for manifesting abundance. When you're trying to manifest money and you're doing your visualization, don't stop at just the moment where you got the money. Like if you want to use the money to go on a vacation, when you're doing your manifestations, visualize yourself actually, on that beach, drinking the daiquiri, like go all out. Visualize what it is that you want to do with the money. Maybe you visualize yourself living in your dream apartment or driving your dream car as the result of your career success. So go really deep with it, get specific. The universe loves that. They love getting specific instructions, and then the universe loves to surprise you with how and when it's going to come into your life. It's really beautiful. So you have a lot of your divine team members wanting to work with you right now. They feel really excited, really happy. So you guys are definitely on the cusp of something really, really cool. We have look at the bigger picture here. So I think that can kind of tie into what I was just saying about like, don't stop at just manifesting the money. But another thing I want to say with this is, think about the longer term with your career goals. So maybe you've decided, what you want to accomplish by the end of this year, but maybe think a little bit farther. Like, where do you see yourself in 3 years or in 5 years? Maybe 10 years is a little bit difficult because a lot can change in that time, but just to, get yourself excited and think about the possibilities of where you can end up. Maybe you guys have kind of taken an approach so far of like, dealing with the steps as they come to you, sort of like a cross that bridge when we get there kind of approach, which is great. But I think your guides are kind of suggesting maybe it's time to commit to a more long-term plan. And you would be surprised, like even when you make like a 5-year plan, you're like, oh shit, I have to start now. Like if I want to be here, like if I want to be a millionaire in 5 years, I got to do this, this, and this like right now. This stuff does take time. And with every action that you're making now, like this card says, you are investing into your future. And then of course we have this card saying your commitment is being tested. So I think your guides are kind of wanting you to test out like how far you can go when you really commit yourself, when you really apply yourself. Now I'm getting this other image for you guys that it's kind of specific. Like when you guys were students, or if you are still a student, maybe you've been the type who can kind of, get by with like minimal effort. Like you can just kind of scrape by and you don't have to worry too much. You don't really have to apply yourself that much. And your guides are saying like, whew, let me tell you, like when you do apply yourself, when you do buckle down and you do plan ahead, the amount of stuff that you can accomplish, like you don't even realize. It's so much more than you realize. I think a lot of your abilities are sort of untapped. Like in your career as well, but also as a divine creator, as a manifester. I feel like you guys are just scratching the surface of what you're capable of doing. And I think that's why I'm getting such an excited energy from you guys, because your guides are sort of foreshadowing that you're about to find out, basically. So I do think that this year you are going to run into a little bit of success, but this year is really just the beginning for you guys. So it's going to get even better next year and the year after that and the year after that. And I actually do see like an incline for you guys. Like next year you will be in a better place than this year. The year after that you will be in a better place. You're on the up and up. So that is amazing. Now let's look at the tarot cards. There's the Five of Earth, which is similar to the Five of Pentacles. There's the Eight of Earth, which is similar to the Eight of Pentacles. And there is the Emperor. Okay, so let's start over here and let's read the Five of Earth. Fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So for a lot of you who chose reading number 3, your career goal may be one of self-employment. Like you want to start your own business, you want to be an artist, you want to be a content creator, something like this, and you're just a little bit unsure about it. I mean, reasonably so. It is difficult to become self-employed. It is difficult to make money off of your art or off of your social media. So, you know, your doubts, I think, are justified, but your guides want to give you reassurance that you do have what it takes as long as you plan properly, as long as you keep accepting their help and you stay committed. You guys are going to achieve amazing things. One of your fears, one of your big fears might be the money aspect of it, as this card says, because we hear so much talk of like, you know, being an artist or being self-employed, being freelance, whatever it is. Basically any job that involves you not working in a company. We say like, oh, it's really unstable, you know, you can never be sure that your money's coming in. 1 month it could be really good, and then 1 month you can make nothing. You just never know, and nobody wants to buy your art and all this kind of stuff. So it can be really scary, you know, and of course that's like, I think that's the biggest reason that a lot of people don't leave their 9-to-5s to pursue their dreams, because they're like, well, I have security here. So that could be one of your biggest fears, is like going without financially. And another thing I was getting for you guys with the wisdom to accept help from others, if you are resonating with, you know, the self-employed, having your own business, this kind of thing, some of you guys might feel a little bit uncomfortable, like asking for money from others. You know, when you work for a company, it's different. Like, of course, your boss is going to give you a paycheck, of course. And, you know, it's a big corporation. You don't feel bad when they're paying you. But when it comes to, like, for example, as a tarot reader, when I started personal readings, I was so uncomfortable. I did not feel confident at all. And as you guys may have known, like, my prices now are significantly more than what they were when I just started. But even then, at the super low price I was doing them at first, I was so scared to like make the announcement. And, you know, because you're kind of making an assertion like, I think that I'm worth this much. Or like as an artist, when you ask people to buy your song or buy your merch or whatever it is, it's, you know, it's kind of uncomfortable at first, like learning how to promote yourself and learning how to market yourself. And I know like quite a few of my friends are artists, and that's the part that they're the most, like they're not the best at, the promotion aspect of it, the business aspect of it. So that could be something that you guys like struggle with a little bit, but it's kind of weird at first, but you do get used to it. And a big part of it is just knowing your worth and feeling confident about what you're putting out there. And the only way you can reach that level of confidence is just to do it, you know, put it out there, then you get the positive response, then you put it out there a little bit more, and you'll get more and more comfortable with promoting yourself. But this is a similar message to pile 1, so if you guys are resonating with this one, maybe watch pile 1 as well. But there are people who want to help you. There are people who want to help you, and you just need to accept the help from them. This is your guides, your divine team, but it's also, you know, real 3D people in your life who can give you advice, who can, you know, sort of set you up in the right direction, who maybe have some connections or some little tips and tricks that they can help you with. Maybe somebody who can promote you, like someone you know who is a bit more in a higher position than you are, that can promote your stuff. There are people who want to help you. You just need to be comfortable enough to ask. And then again, with that comes the assertion that like, I'm worth something, or I'm good at what I do, and that can be kind of uncomfortable at first, but yes, you do get used to it. Your next card here, we have the 8 of Earth. It says, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So right now, you guys may be in the, you know, preparation stages of this goal, of this endeavor. That's what it feels like. So you are really being encouraged to read up, to research as much as you can about what you're doing. Even if you're already really, really good at it and you really know your stuff, there is always something more that you can learn. You know, really become dedicated to it, become married to it, and really go for it. So some of you guys may be studying a lot, or that is your guidance for the next few months, for the next little while. And finally, we have the Emperor. This is a great card. Organize and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. So yes, you guys are being, I don't know, tested sounds kind of ominous, like this is a test and you passed or you failed. It's not like that. When I think the word test is more like trying your hand at it, trying for yourself and seeing what you can do, seeing how good you are at it. So you are being encouraged when you make your long-term plan, challenge yourself to stick to it. Like, I would say like 99% of people who make a long-term plan don't go through with it. We've all made New Year's resolutions. We've all said like, I'm going to start exercising tomorrow. You know how it is. But your guides really want you to make like an earnest effort with this. Really make an earnest effort. Discipline yourself. Follow your plan. Follow your structure. And like, you will be so thrilled is the word I thought of. You'll be so thrilled with the results. And the Emperor is all about empowerment as well. Like you really rising to your power and really calling the shots in your life. So there is no doubt in my mind that whatever this is, you guys are going to be successful with it. It's just going to take commitment and a plan and a little bit of confidence too. That's another thing with the Emperor as well. Being confident. And the more you study, the more you know your stuff, the more knowledge you have, the more confident you will be, and the more comfortable you will be making the assertion that what you're doing is worth good money. Yes? Amazing. And yeah, you guys are really setting up for something wonderful. I'm really, really happy for you guys, and I'm sure it's going to be something different for all of you. So if you feel like it, please let me know what you're doing in the comments. I'd be really, really interested to know. I love reading your stories. So that's it. That's amazing. I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And if you like these pick a card videos, please feel free to check out my Patreon as well, where I do exclusive pick a cards as well as some live streams every month. The link is in the description. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hi number 4s. So if you chose the opalite, this is going to be a reading. So as you can see, I already have 3 oracle cards laid out here. I will take some tarot cards out afterwards, but I just wanted to focus on these 3 first, especially this one in the middle, which will be sort of the theme of the reading, and it is the Cupid card, which is kind of interesting for a career reading, but let's read it out. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So obviously this is a card about love, and interestingly, all three of these cards sort of are about love. So what I can say for you guys who chose number 4, you are absolutely meant to make a career out of doing what you love. So there's going to be a few different variations of this for you guys who chose this reading. Some of you may just be coming to this realization that you want to pursue what you love as a career. Some of you, you have your career goals, you have the thing that you love, but you've never made the connection of like, oh, I can make a career of this, I can make a living out of this. And that's going to be something that you start to realize and receive signs of in the near future. And then there is another group of you who in the near future are going to sort of get hit with a Cupid's arrow of something new that sparks your love, a new area of interest, a new passion that, oh my gosh, I need to pursue this. Like you're just going to discover this new field, this new endeavor, and really just fall crazy in love with it. So I guess there's 3 different patterns for those of you who chose this reading. But we have this new moon in Aquarius bring love into the situation. Pouring out the water on this card, this always makes me think of emotions, like pouring your heart out. So I think that the career that you are in or you will be in deals heavily with people's emotions. So it could be an artistic expression, it could be some sort of counselor, like you help people through emotional situations. It could be a spiritual healer as well. Anything that evokes emotion from people, or it could also be that people are extremely, extremely grateful for the work that you do. You're really making a big difference in the world, and that causes this outpour, this downpour of emotions. As you may know, Aquarius is the humanitarian, so they are extremely compassionate. They love to work for a greater cause and make a positive impact in the world. So you could have a sort of humanitarian purpose. That could be what your career is surrounded by. So you could have a job, for example, that supports minorities. You could have a job involved with protecting the environment or protecting animals. Some sort of greater purpose like that, something that moves the community at large, that moves, that changes the world, basically. It is a greater purpose like that. And with this full moon in Libra, this Libra energy, and just of course with all the love that is in these cards, I really feel strongly for you guys that your soulmate, your romantic partner, is going to be your business partner. And you may even meet them through doing this job, as a result of doing this job. And you kind of have, the same purpose and the same passion for helping others. So when you join forces, you really can change the world. You really can change your community. So it's just really beautiful. Like you work together in harmony as romantic partners and as business partners. So that's pretty cool for you guys. I feel really like I'm smiling a lot doing this reading. So let's look at your tarot cards as well. We have the 7 of Water, which is similar to the 7 of Cups. We have the Hermit and the 8 of Fire, which is similar to the 8 of Wands. So I'll start over here and read this. It says, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So probably most of you who have chosen number 4, like I said, either you have an idea of what this is that you love and you want to make into a career, or it's going to come to you quite soon. But I think that most of you who chose this one are still sort of in the stage of figuring out, how to make it happen, like how to put it in practical action, how to level up, how to make it successful. And so you're being urged to kind of start thinking of that now. Start making a more, concrete effort to take the steps and make it happen. So maybe start researching organizations you can work with. Start reading up on the field that you're interested in, finding out what's currently going on, more about current events, more about efforts that already exist in those fields to make a difference. Maybe look at people who are successful in that field or who are really making the most difference in that field and see what they're doing and how you can learn from them. And especially if you guys are thinking of doing something humanitarian, or actually even as artists, this is relevant because there are a lot of companies and organizations who claim to care and who claim to want to make a positive difference, but they actually are just after money. So be really careful about that. Like there's some charities who are like this, of course, and in, like, for example, in the music industry, you may want to audition for a certain company, a certain agency or whatever it is, but if you did more research about them and maybe heard people's experience with them, you would find out that maybe they don't have the best intentions. Maybe you'll end up in a really bad contract. So there's just some research that needs to be done, and sort of that will make it more real for you. Like, it's time to start, seriously considering it and making it real, because I do really think that this is your calling. This is what you are meant to do. You just want to make sure you end up in the right hands so that people in turn can end up in your hands by the person who really, really cares to move them and to change their life and to make a difference. You just want to make sure you're in the right crowd, Another thing with this card, the Seven of Water, Seven of Cups, it always makes me think of dreams. So pay attention to your dreams at this time, what you see yourself doing in your dreams, any guidance that is imparted to you in your dreams, and even the people who appear in your dreams, because this romantic partner may be making themselves known to you. If it's someone you already have your eye on, and they start appearing in your dreams, then that is a sign of confirmation. But if you don't know them yet, they will be making themselves known to you in your dreams. So that's pretty cool. Now we have the Hermit, which I think is a nice card to follow this one. It says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So I know that the last card, this one, it ends with stop procrastinating. And it may kind of feel like you're being like rushed a little bit, like you have to go now, like get it started. But the process itself of the research and discovery and taking everything into consideration, you don't need to rush that at all. You can take as much time as you want with that. You're just being encouraged to start with it. And of course, this is your life. This is your passion. This is your career. Like, to say dramatically, like, this is your legacy, right? So take all the time you need to think about it. Like this says, spend time in quiet meditation, take the time to, take stock of what you're good at, what you can do for the world, what the world needs right now, what you love to do, what your weaknesses are, what you need to work on, what your fears are, what kind of people you want to do this with, what kind of person you want to become. I'm naming way too many things, but just taking stock of all of that. And yeah, you really do want to take your time with this. So there's really no rush. And then especially with the Eight of Fire coming after this, which is like the Eight of Wands, it says events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. So I do feel like once you finally, make all your decisions, do your research, and put this plan into motion, things are going to progress really, really, really quickly for you. And this is something I actually see quite frequently with when people are on their divine path, and especially on like a soulmate or twin flame journey. And I don't know why this is, but it's like the moments of preparation and the moments leading up to it are so slow. Maybe it's just to test our patience or, test our faith or whatever it is, but they're so slow. And then once you finally get going and once things finally get started, you just like, whoosh, you just propel so much. And I've seen it like in my own life. I've seen it in so many personal readings with my friends. Like, I don't know why they do this. They're silly guys up there, I'll tell you. But yeah, just so you know, when things do get going for you in this career, you are going to excel really, really quickly. You are going to reach your goals very quickly and, you know, reach a large number of people all at a great speed. So this is kind of like your moment of calm before the storm, and really take your time to get your bearings and make your plan, because it's going to happen really fast. And especially with this partner, I feel like they're going to be coming in pretty quickly once you get this ball rolling, and you guys are going to balance each other out really well. With this Libra energy, this tells me two things. Actually three. One is just that you're really compatible, that you're a really good couple. One is that your strengths and weaknesses balance each other out. So if you're bad at something, or not bad, but if something doesn't come as naturally to you, it will come more naturally to them, so they can help out with that, and so on. So when it comes to, you know, splitting up tasks, or like, you know, assigning the different roles, it will be really easy to say like, okay, I'm going to take care of this and you take care of that, because you just know your strengths and weaknesses. And I've never really paid attention to this before, but there's a little moon on top of the scale, and of course there's a huge moon, but I just noticed this little moon here. Moons to me, especially when they're a crescent moon like that, it makes me think of intuition. So it may not be something that you so actively have to plan out, like sit down and be like, okay, I'm responsible for this and you're responsible for this. It's just like you work in such a beautiful flow together. Like you don't really have to think about it. Like, did you do that? Yeah, I took care of that. Like you just kind of know, like, okay, I should be doing this and I'll leave that to them. It's like effortless. And the other thing was that the work is really going to be split 50-50, so it's very fair. You're not going to feel like you have to pull all the weight, and you'll never either feel that guilt of like, oh, they're doing everything, I'm not doing enough. It's really, really well balanced, and you're really going to feel that. Oh, and another thing that we can say with the Libra scales is like work-life balance. So as much as you work hard for this and as dedicated as you are, I think you're always going to feel like you do have a personal life and a private life that is separate from your job. You're going to have the proper time to relax and to unwind. So, wow, the scale really, really did come to bless you today. This looks really, really nice. One last thing, I noticed that the numbers are, of course, they're not in the right order, but 7, 8, 9. So I think I do feel for most of you this is going to be like 7 to 9 months from now. So like more towards the beginning of next year. I know this is guidance for this year, but maybe this is the time frame that things are really kicking off, and right now you're being guided to prepare. For very few of you, I think you will already be making this happen like right now. So that would be like this year, July, August, September. Maybe this is like the time frame where you're, you know, starting to plan and figure things out. But yeah, I do think it's going to kick off a bit later for a lot of you, but be ready. Be ready, because it's going to be quick. It's going to be exciting, but it's going to be quick. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And if you like these pick a card readings, please feel free to check out my Patreon as well, where I post exclusive pick a cards as well as do live streams every month. The link is in the description. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!